Grand afternoon. This right here is incremental science 4 that I'm working on. So you see it's in progress. I ain't done yet, but when I get done, I'll bring that to y'all tomorrow. You already know the vibes. It just takes me some time to do the graphics, as you can see. Whew, it gets deep. So digital artwork is a little easier. Like I kind of flow with the digital artwork when y'all see me put up the digital work, but taking it back to the essence. I used to do graffiti and crazy type artwork ever since I was little. So it's like refreshing some of that value. It just feels good to, put that work in. But you already know the vibes. I want to add on to healing the healing concept that I did in the bill earlier. And you gotta understand something about healing, yo. Like this is a whole dynamic, right? Everything that's happening is a whole dynamic. So you're going through a situation that's attached to people that you subsequently care for, or some form of traumatics that allow you to be inlaid into that physical manuscript at that present moment, right? And that's fine. So when you go through these things in life, they create the moment, they create the existence, the movie, you know what I'm saying, that attaches to you. That movie, after it's done, it sits right there in that place. It doesn't go nowhere. Only place it goes unless you carry it. And you're not really carrying it physically, you're just toting around the residual energies of it. This is why we say certain people are weak, because negative energies are easily able to change your whole characteristic. It's easily able to put an imprint on your whole characteristic that may disrupt your day, your life, your moment, or whatever have you. And see, this is super important because you time travel. You don't time travel in the physical, you know what I'm saying? In your mind, sometimes, and I keep it 100, I go into a meditation and even my eyes open, I'll think so hard about whatever I'm looking at. What's around me disappears. And I'm literally looking at what's in my mind at that moment. And sometimes I could do that in the dark, like if it's like street lights coming to the window, I can meditate with my eyes open in the dark and everything will get dark. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll still be on outside, but it'll get dark around me. You know what I'm saying? Like, so gotta be able to focus and understand, yo. You know what I mean? Like you time travel into these circumstances of time that you existed, and you go there by your memory. So your spirit is time traveling. Spirit can do a lot of things. Your soul can do a lot of things. So it's like and then when it goes there, because you're holding on to that present memory, you travel all the way into that energy. And when you go into that energy, you're actually remembering the times, the days, how it felt, what they said, what it looked like, what it tastes like, all these different incremental values. And you're looking at them in that memory at that moment. Unbeknownst to you, you forgot where the hell you just came from. You could have had anything sitting around you at that moment. Anything at the tea. You could have been at a dinner. And now you in back in your mind thinking about some whatever. You know what I mean? You go back to this time and you like, and they're like, hey, you like, excuse me, I was daydreaming. You wasn't daydreaming, you was time traveling. Period. You was gone out of your body. It happens just like that. And that's intention. And see, I said one of my songs, I said, light points be my history. I said, light points be my history. Manifested, bringing back everything that's meant for me. Chill. But these light points are lit up points. These are points in your light that lit up. They cause memories. You don't notice certain things that happen in your life you forget real easy because they didn't have no value. They didn't hold no weight. You know what I'm saying? Because it didn't light up anything. It didn't light up the synapses inside of you. You are an energy core. So when your core hits a situation where you have to entail that energy, it lights up that environment. It lights up. This is what causes the memory. If you take a flash and a camera, the only way the camera can take the picture unless the flash can feed off the image and leaves a burnt back. That's how they used to do it back in the day. Would feed off the image and leave a burnt back. And that's how they would the light would bleed it into a film. You see what I'm saying? It's the same thing within your mind. You know what I mean? With memory. The most important memories have to bleed into your film by the light that you exert to your intention of that value. But you got to understand you're time traveling. You're time traveling. You got to be mindful not to linger in the time of the feeling that spiritual time travel. You're not supposed to linger in that time, because if you stay in that time, you're going to subsequently come back out of that when you come back to your physical with all the residual energy that was left there. So now you're affecting everybody around you with this energy and you don't know why. This is why people are not healed. That's the definition it shows you. Or the way you handle circumstances that benefit yourself in negative condensation. It's not rocket science. It's very simple. Only thing you have to do is stand on you. You know what I'm saying? And even if that don't serve nobody else, then you start to see people that wasn't in your best interest. To understand your best interest is to see people that want to serve that. Bottom line is no other thing to that. And you could digress the attitude to the fact of it's possibly something in your standpoint. Well, weigh the options. Where are you at in life? You know what I'm saying? What do you need to obtain certain things in life? Who sees these things? Who tells you they love you constantly and do nothing in your life? You know what I'm saying? Who has a conversation but don't got motivation? You know what I'm saying? Who's always calling you a friend but always disliking everything you do? Like this is reality. You don't need nobody to show you these things. And you really don't need nobody to help you heal. You need to realize the volatility that you have in your life with your chemistry balance. Period. Once you understand that, I'm not going to put more sugar in the soda. It's going to explode. It got enough in there as it is. I'll put some sugar in there. Just saying. You can look at it how you need to look at it, but this is the actuality at the end of the day. Be mindful when you're going into these thoughts. That's another clue to know that you're healing, because you'll stop going back to those thoughts. That's a big clue. You'll stop time traveling. You'll stop holding on to them old memories. Just holding on. Who you holding on to? Who you holding on to? Ain't nobody else thinking about that but you. You know what I'm saying? You holding on. Don't worry. If it was wrong, divine got a plan. If it's right, divine got a plan. It don't even matter. Stop worrying so much. And let divine hook you up with the way you need to think, see, and look. Taste, smell, touch, all that. You know what I'm saying? Get that right. When you get that right, then everything gonna be alright. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna hold you. You already know the vibes. Naga.